वर्ल्ड एनेस्थीसिया डे हम इसलिए मनाते हैं ताकि हम लोगों को अवेयर करें कि एनेस्थीसिया क्या चीज़ है। इसमें हम ये है कि सर्जरी किसी भी पार्ट ऑफ बॉडी में जो होता है उसमें ज़रूरी एनेस्थीसिया देना होता है पेशेंट को। सो ये 16 अक्टूबर को 1846 में पहली बार ईथर एनेस्थीसिया में डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किया गया था कि एक पेशेंट को ट्यूमर था नेक में, जब उसको ईथर दिया गया तो उसके बाद उसकी सर्जरी बहुत अच्छी तरह रहा, क्योंकि उससे पहले पेशेंट भाग जाते थे पेन की वजह से और बहुत ही क्रूड मेथड से जिससे पेशेंट्स की सर्जरी की जाती थी ड्यूरिंग एनेस्थीसिया। इससे पहले इन्होंने नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड ट्राई किया था लेकिन वो नहीं कामयाब रहा। तो 14 जो था 1846 में 16 अक्टूबर को कामयाब सर्जरी हो गई थी बिकॉज एनेस्थीसिया पेशेंट को अच्छा मिला था। दैट इज़ वाई ये थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड मनाया जाता है, ताकि एक तो हम इस दिन लोगों को अवेयर करें और हम एक सेलिब्रेट करें इसका। ये वर्ल्ड एनेस्थीसिया डे ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट डे है, क्योंकि किसी भी कामयाब सर्जरी के पीछे एक कामयाब एनेस्थीसिया का काम होता है। क्योंकि पेशेंट आपको टच नहीं करने देगा जब तक आपको पता नहीं होगा उसको कि पेन नहीं है, अवेयरनेस नहीं है। पेशेंट सोता है ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड और पेशेंट हिलता नहीं है। अगर पेशेंट हिलेगा और पेन होगी वो तो सर्जरी करने नहीं देगा। सो दैट इज़ वाई एनेस्थीसिया इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इसीलिए हम ये सेलिब्रेट करते हैं ताकि लोगों को पता चले। जैसे आपको भी आज पता चला कि एनेस्थीसिया डॉक्टर्स कौन होते हैं, और मैं ये बोलूँगी कि मैंने भी एमडी एनेस्थीसिया बहुत पहले किया था और तब एनेस्थीसिया इतना एडवांस नहीं था, लेकिन आज बहुत ही ज़्यादा एडवांसमेंट आ रही है क्योंकि इक्विपमेंट्स हमें मॉडर्न आ रहे हैं, ड्रग्स हमारे पास मॉडर्न हैं और हमारे पास आईसीयू बैकअप हर जगह होता है एनेस्थीसिया के लिए।
They can develop the thyroid dysfunction and have surgical difficulties. The radiation has tumors have a various metabolic effects on the body. These patients are also there is post-tumor complications. Tumor byproducts are released that lead to intake energy expenditure mismatch, carbohydrate lipid protein mismatch. So that culminates into a metabolic disorder that in turn leads to cancer. Chemotherapy, radiotherapy, the strict aseptic technique should be adopted while doing the. We have anxiety, we have social burden, we have social and consultation should be sought in a peri-operative period. These patients present with the typical vascular punctures, steroid therapy, dehydration, and these patients are trial. And studies are experts among the doctors for
central saturation, central oxygen saturation, which is normally 70 to 75. Another part is a traumatic brain injury, which is a disruption in normal brain function caused by external mechanical force. It can result in temporary or permanent impairment of cognitive, physical, and psychological function. Direct physical damage can manifest as cerebral confusion, fuse is due to biochemical and physical changes. The series of events confusion, change in cerebral blood flow or cerebral metabolic rate, all of them will lead to secondary brain injury. Metabolic changing in the PVR have four phases. First phase is the initial ischemic phase, which are lead to edema and elevated intracranial pressure. Third is the relief of cerebral autoregulation. Cerebral autoregulation remains normal within the range of loss of CO2 responsiveness associated with poor cognizance and outflow. There is a hypertension, tachycardia, myocardial dysfunction, and DVT. As far as management of traumatic brain loss of CO2 responsiveness associated with poor cognizance and outflow. There is a hypertension, tachycardia, myocardial dysfunction, and DVT. As far as management of traumatic brain is concerned,
Society of Anesthesiology and has numerous publications in reputed national and international journals. Under his effort in the field of research and academics, Sir has championed innovative teaching methods that has been conducive in elevating our academics. With
So, ma'am, our estimate.
To this special day in our life, which is 16th of October. And why do we celebrate this 16th October? Because it is to commemorate how anesthesia came into existence. And it was 1846, W.T.J. Morton in Massachusetts gave a live demonstration of a person who had to undergo a surgery of a tumor in the neck. And thanks to the dental surgeon, W.T.J. Morton, who said that how we can give a painless surgery to a person by giving diethyl ether. So the basis of this anesthesia started with dental surgeons. So thank you, the Department of Dentistry, for giving a painless surgery to the world. Because before that, in 1845 also, there were live demonstrations on nitrous oxide. But with nitrous oxide, patient had a pain. But once diethyl ether was given to the patient and the tumor was removed, so this started a new branch of science which is called as the anesthesiology. And anesthesiology means that we give you a pain-free surgery, intra-op, peri-op and post-op also. So anesthesia has been as old as 178 years. So this is the day we celebrate and have some fun in the evening. That is how we do go ahead with these days. And what is best about anesthesia is that initially they would beat a patient so that he would cry and we would go for surgery, or they would immerse that limb into water so that because of the cold he doesn't feel pain. And now you look how surgery has advanced, and with every advanced surgery there is somebody else is doing a great job, and that is an anesthesiologist. So on behalf of Department of, I being myself as a faculty of anesthesia, I continue to be a faculty of anesthesia in GMC Srinagar, so I know the Department of Anesthesia is very, very important. We are not in OTs only, we have gone into ICUs, we have gone into radiotherapy, into chemotherapy, into DSA labs, into the psychiatry, like we give ICT, and we are everywhere. And latest we have taken over the pain and palliation, and we are into hospice also, that the person who doesn't need any treatment at the hospital, we go to homes and we give them hospice care and a palliation care so that he doesn't feel pain. We go for morphine and other injections at home.